Hey guys, you're about to hear a swear word filled rant video in 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, no, I am not pissed off because the Niners lost, which is sad. Just got back from my brother's house. But what I'm annoyed about is that I spent all weekend, fixing computers for my husband. Isn't that right, honey?
Yes, honey.
That's right. So, my husband has an animation studio here. You can see studio people drawing and doing animating stuff. And we have several computers here. And sometimes they get angry and they crash for no reason. And part of the problem is because when you buy them, the manufacturer puts a bunch of crap on the computer and that makes the animation software unhappy. So it's better to have a blank copy of Windows put on it and have only the animation software installed, and then things are more happy and they run better. So I tried to do that today. Now we have these computers. They're HPs. And you know, they're cheap. They're not, you know, like Uber computers, but they're decent. But from what I learned is they are evil. There's something about the motherboard and some weird drivers that don't exist in the Windows 7 install that completely and utterly make it not work. So normally what you would do, you know, if you're a normal consumer, you just go to hit, you know, recovery, because there's a recovery partition on the hard drive, and you just say restore, and woohoo, magically everything turns back to stock. But I don't want to do that because I don't want all that bloatware crap on these computers. So I take the Windows disk, I shove it in, reboot the computer, and do a clean install. But because these computers are weird, and they don't have BIOS, they have EFI, Windows installer freaks out and says, I don't understand this disk, you have to delete all the partitions. So I had to delete all the partitions, including the recovery partition, and then install Windows from there. And when I do that, it gets to the beginning part of Windows and crashes. Every single time it gets to the beginning part and crashes. There's something about a driver, about something about the motherboard that the Windows 7 64-bit install just cannot handle. So I spent all day yesterday trying to figure this out. You know, now I've got these computers with empty hard drives, the recovery partition has been deleted, 3 of them. 3 of these computers are like that. And Windows 7 32-bit installs, Windows 7 64-bit crash. And I can't use the 32-bit Windows because we need a lot of RAM for rendering all the animation, and Windows 32-bit can only handle 2 to 3 gigabytes of RAM and then it stops, no matter how much you have in there. So I needed 64-bit. So I had an epiphany late last night / this morning where I was all, well, maybe the Windows 8 installer is better because it's newer and maybe it can understand whatever janky thing is on this motherboard and it will be able to do an install. So I got the ISOs for Windows 8 and I burned them to a disk. Now unfortunately, Windows 8 is bigger than Windows 7 and it requires a dual layer DVD. So I had to go and buy some dual layer DVDs because I didn't have any. Burned it. Got here, rebooted the computer, started the install, and the install is working and I am super happy. But it gets to 78% of copying the files and then it craps out, says it can't read the disk. I'm assuming it's because it switches to the second layer of the DVD for the information and it can't read the second layer, which sometimes happens when you burn dual layer DVDs. Some drives just cannot read the second layer. So I tried an external DVD player, it couldn't read the second layer either, crashes at 78%. I burned Windows 8 to a flash drive and I figure, you know, you install it from a flash drive, just shove it in, install Windows, yay, piece of cake, right? Nope. These flippin' janky computers will not boot off of a flash drive. I mean, why would they boot off a flash drive? It's only, you know, makes life easy, and they certainly wouldn't want that. So I had a moment of clarity. Amazingly enough this morning, I installed Windows 7 32-bit. I repartitioned the hard drive to make a special partition just to install the Windows 8 install disk. So I created a bootable recovery partition with the Windows 8 installer, rebooted the computer from the other partition of the drive, and I was able to install Windows 8. So now I got Windows 8 on all the computers that were busted. I now have a nifty recovery disk on these computers in a separate partition, so I can always just blow it away and reinstall Windows 8 whenever I want. And it only took me like 48 hours of mind-numbing wanting to murder HP. Don't ever buy... Oh. I know I hate building computers myself because you end up... You know, it's just annoying and time-consuming, but you end up with parts that are way better, and you don't end up with these stupid problems. But I got it working. Honey, how are things working?
Amazing.
So stuff's not crashing anymore?
No. So far it's been really good, and you know we animate in HD, so it's been really good.
Let's give the viewers a sneak peek of what he's working on. Ooh, you can see some characters.
Which one? Wait, this is.
Which one's mine? I voiced one of these characters. Which one's mine?
This one back here.
That one right there. That's me.
Want to zoom in?
Wait, you gonna zoom in?
Yeah, I'll zoom in. So you people can see. Made you a ginger.
I know, he made me a ginger. So that's going to be a new weekly animated news/talk show that my husband is producing. The first episode hopefully will air... It was supposed to air Monday, but...
It's supposed to air today.
Well, today/Monday, but due to massive technical difficulties over the weekend, that is not probably going to happen. But hopefully soon. And then next week, hopefully the next one will air on time. And from there on...
It will air on time.
It will air on time.
It will air on time.
And then you'll see it every single week, and hopefully you will subscribe, because when it happens, I'll make sure I make a video and put links so everyone goes there. All right, that is my rant video. I had to throw it out there into the universe, how much I hate HP computers, and how much I hate doing IT work.
But it loves you.
No, it doesn't love me. It hates me.
It does.
All right, YouTube. Until next time, love and bubbles.